Okay, it's Thursday, December 2nd, about 7 minutes after the open. Today, I don't see many things I'm excited about. I'm going to let the market come to me, really be patient this morning. And you can see why. On the S&P index, we had a big rollover yesterday. We're opening lower today. It's been trending lower here for a while. So, we are coming to the bottom of a potential range, but, I don't know if today's the day to really play any bounces at all. If I look at the individual stocks, yes, some are opening a little strong, like Nvidia. Apple gap down big, but we're trying to rally a little bit. But you can't trust these at the moment because they are below the midpoint of the prior day. So I'm not really that interested. Nvidia looks close to maybe a support area. So a strong open might start to rally a little bit. But I'm going to be patient here and just see really what happens. On this 15-minute bar, we are coming up to the overnight high. So that could be just a point where you pause and then don't do anything. If we just kind of hold this, if this becomes a 15-minute while it's green and we kind of hold in this area, I might try one buy on Nvidia only because of the context. Apple is too far below. It moved down to, this isn't a good tick on this chart. We're definitely below yesterday's low, so that's not really anything I'm interested in, even if it might bounce. And Netflix, you can see it's starting to move up again to the intraday, the overnight highs, but look at yesterday. We're not even close to the midway point of that bar, again, on the daily chart. If anything, that looks like a big breakdown. So any rally here should stall. Nothing to get excited about. And that's how this approach kind of, just keeps you away from stocks that really don't have much potential. A lot of stocks, again, they are jumping up. Coinbase, but that had a big down day yesterday. So, again, it's a question of, on the big picture, are we near any kind of support to consider a strong buy? I don't like it on this chart. We'll see what happens. I mean, anything's possible. If somehow we move up really strong after 15, half hour, then maybe I could buy a pullback. But even in this condition, I don't see it going reversing dramatically today. So if it stays strong all day, then that'll at least lead me to something possibly tomorrow. That's kind of the way I'm viewing a lot of these. I almost expect them to roll over and I'll check back a little later. The one stock that looks okay is RBLX, but even that, you can see way below the midpoint of yesterday. But context-wise, we're at the bottom of a range. Yesterday's drop just came down here, so it could be a time to rally. But again, it would be a stock where I'd almost want to see green today and then look to buy tomorrow, because it's not, the approach really says don't buy below the midpoint of a prior bar, unless you're at support, But in this case, we'll just see what happens. Starting up a little bit, we'll see if we can break above these these overnight highs. So this is one I might give it a shot to. Everything else doesn't look good at all, and they're opening red. Here's a stock, Boeing had a decent up opening. It's context-wise, I don't like it again because we're in a big downtrend, but we did kind of false breakout to the downside. Started above the midpoint of yesterday, at least on the gap. Whoops, let me get the 15-minute. Well, price is a little stuck here on my computer. But anyway, you can see here, I don't really, oh, there we go. Gapped up a little bit this morning, but then we're starting red. Again, if it goes red to green, you might want to see if it could break above these highs. But, I don't know if Boeing's ready to reverse today. Again, type of stock where I'd rather see green first and then buy a few days of green. And again, even this stock is not really turning around anything too quick. Broke below key support here. So I don't even like the context here. It was gapping up. That's why I put it on the list. So anyway, just showing you all that. You can see here Netflix selling off a little bit. Nvidia pausing as expected near the overnight highs. So I don't really like anything at the moment. And we'll just see where price action leads us. That's kind of my point today. I'll scan the board here, kind of see the, if I kind of hit the, let's just do one style. If I do my ranking, I could see Snow, for example, is up, but it gapped up big, but it's moving lower to start. So I don't know if that's going to turn red to green at some point. And I'll look at some other stocks here as well. But this might be a day where you do nothing, and sometimes doing nothing is the best thing. Anyway, I'll check back later just to follow up on this video and see if any of these stocks actually, follow through a little bit from their open. I don't expect it, but, we'll see.